Okay, so you've just found your car's got a load of overspray of some form or another. Usually this means some neighbour's been painting their fence and it's splattered over your car, or there's a big building nearby and they've been doing some building works. Sometimes it can be concrete, sometimes it can be cement, sometimes it can be industrial fallout from a factory. Other times you don't even know what it is, but it's just something's covered all over your paintwork. We're used to handling those. We've been doing them for many years, and we know how to deal with it without making the problem worse. What I would say is what people do is they go and rub it, and they've got concrete or something. It's a normal thing. Okay, so the few scratches that you'll get as a result of that can mean that we might need to buff that area, but the way you get it off is not the way you think. You can't scrape concrete off, you have to dissolve it. We use acidic products, we call it an acid wash, and you spray it all over the concrete, and it breaks down the alkali that holds the little gritty bits together. So we have to do it over and over again, jetting it, spraying it, jetting it, spraying it, and until there's no grit on it, and then you can buff it and make it look nice if there was a few scratches. We also do the coating, so if you've had one of the people that have had lucky enough to have the coatings, we do a whole range of those, and if we haven't got the one that's the same as yours, we can order it in, so we do that. Paint splatter is slightly different, but we'd use a solvent that's safe on your car, and there's a few other things like the metal filings. There's very different products for that. So okay, so if you're paying for it yourself, what I would suggest you do is give your insurance company a call. Obviously call us, then we usually would advise you to give your insurance company a call. If you've liked the idea of bringing it to us, explain to them that you don't want to make a claim right now, and but you may need to call them. So if we get the car here, and some of these concretes can be very strong, the stuff that they build walls with, the mortar, usually comes off relatively easy with our products, but the ones that they build skyscrapers with have got certain additives in them that are, I don't know whether it's plastic or whatever they put in it, but it doesn't come off that easy. So some cars can be more expensive to do than others. If you've called your insurance company, if you then need to call them back, then you can give them a call and say, hi, look, I spoke before. And the reason you might call them back, if you're wondering, is most of these things we can deal with without involving your insurance company. However, sometimes it could be that there is something wrong and it is more difficult, and it's going to take a lot more hours. You might be that the grille is a little bit sensitive on a car, for example, and the grille needs replacing because the little dots of concrete have welded themselves to it. Who knows? You can still call your insurance company back and say, look, I'd like to make a claim. 99% of the time the insurance company will call us and say, okay, you'll have to pay your excess, and then we deal with it through the insurance company. We do quite a lot of these through insurance companies, so if yours comes under that umbrella because you decided you want to make a claim, sometimes the insurance company will contact us and we do it that way around. But not everybody wants to make an automatic claim. You don't want to claim on your insurance, then you can do it that way. If there's a building company involved, and sometimes there is, or a local guy that's been painting a fence, or he's doing the gutters next door and then he's drilled and it's contaminated your car, then usually it makes sense to contact them first. And sometimes there might be more than one car involved. You can contact the building company and say, look, my car's got covered in concrete, I've spoken to your guy, he was working on a cement mixer, whatever the story is, it's gone all over my car, I've found a company who I'd like to deal with it, are you happy with that? And usually they'll conduct it for you. So that's the way you would ideally want it, because doing it the other way around means that if there is an issue, it's more difficult to deal with. So what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, you go back to the builder and you say, look, I don't know if it is a builder or a decorating company or a concrete company that do groundworks, whoever they are, they've sprayed yours and a few neighbours' cars, or or your works cars. if you go to them, I'd like to go to us, and you deal, then you might have to call them again and say, hi, look, they're trying to work on it, and you end up in the middle of it. And it also can partially be your responsibility. If you go back to them and say, look, this is what's happened, if they want to deal with it, it's their problem, then you may then be able to suggest to them, you've found a company that can handle it, you'd like to go to them and then let them conduct the business through us. So they can call us and say, one of our customers, or somebody, one of the car in our area, we've got it, can we deal with it? And we usually conduct it through them. We'll get your car in and we'll deal with it through them.
Amazing.